On this Bonniwa, I thought I'd give it a shot in a shallow tray with 2 ivy. A lot of times when I make these, I'm kind of winging it, so I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out. But like I said, many of the stuff that I do is an adventure. So let's go on our adventure and see what happens with these 2 ivy. We have to have one dominant and the other one being secondary. Well, we got the big one and the little one. Duh, this is the dominant side. So we'll put it in here and probably give it more prominence by adding some soil. Okay, so that's our dominant feature. I usually like to put it slightly behind, but when you have a second one, what you don't want is to line up. So if the dominant one is back, then the secondary comes slightly forward. And we should use it slightly like so. Now these need to complement each other, so the positioning is very important. Like so. I added soil, but you notice that this part is protruding or showing that it was in a container. So now we just take the chopstick and round off these corners so it meets the grade. And never know that this was just in a container a few minutes ago. And that's essentially what we do in bonsai or Bonniwa, whatever, is to create the illusion that it's always been this way. Now, I've got some situation where the surface root is getting in the way. There's a couple options. I could tuck this under the soil or just cut them off. And because this was in a very good shape with plenty of roots down below, I'm just going to cut this off. That would be faster. But now you check, and if these are prominent roots that was keeping your plant alive, you better not cut it off. So it's not always the same solution, but you should address according to having cut those surface roots. Now it looks like everything is set to go. So you have the front again. I guess I should decide what I'm going to do next, huh? What I thought I'd do is to suggest there is a stream that runs from this side to that side or vice versa. It really doesn't matter. But what you don't want is a stream that goes like that. You know, let it kind of meander. We always talk about this meandering, whether it's a stream or walkway. That just gives you the depth and more interest. So I have these rocks that I brought. Actually, this might look better in the back. Oh yeah. What I'm trying to do is to create, maybe there's a mountain peak in the back where the stream disappears too. So once again, we're going to be burying the rocks somewhat so that it looks stable and looks infinitely large. Okay, I'm thinking, let me show you what I've got for the front. About something like that for the front. Now all you have to do is tie it together and it's all done. Nothing to it. Okay. And then, oh yeah, there it goes. So something like that. And right up front here, I need to go look for a rock that goes right there. Let's take a quick look what I've done. And that's the arrangement of the rock. I think if I finish grading and put the moss in place, it should look good. I'm putting the final touches on the moss. After I get this wetted down and tidy up, we're ready for the final finish. It's the indication of water that runs through here. It just, the string comes to life when you do that. It's such a simple process. Just some gravel. And there's a very narrow area where it goes through. And then it comes out at the other end. Actually, we're not sure whether it's this side is the low side or that side. It really doesn't matter. It just has to give an indication. And then it comes out, maybe there's a wide river or a pond or a lake, or it dumps into an ocean. It really doesn't matter. It just has to give you this mysterious feel. So this is almost done. Let's put a few final touches to make it into a unique Bonniwa. We should add little elements like this, just a little hut or maybe a tea house, to give indication of scale. So with Bonniwa, we can have fun. And as we turn this, it's going to go looking from all directions. So two simple ivy becomes a nice landscape.